Imagine waking up in the middle of the night to the sound of winds roaring like never before. Hurricane Milton arrived with unexpected force, bringing chaos and destruction in its path. But was it just another weather event, or is something greater happening? In times like these, many wonder, could God be sending us a sign? If nature speaks, what is it trying to tell us? Maybe you've never thought about this possibility, but what if this hurricane is a divine message in disguise? Some will say it's pure coincidence, but others, more attentive, know that nothing in the universe happens by chance. If there's a hidden message in Milton's winds, are you ready to discover it? And more importantly, how could this reflection change your life from now on? Hurricane Milton didn't appear out of nowhere, but its devastating winds left a deep mark. For those who experienced it up close, it felt as if nature was unleashed, as if a reminder of greater forces was at play. But can events like this be purely natural? That's a question with no simple answer. The hurricane left incalculable damage, both material and emotional, paving the way for reflection on what is really happening behind nature's curtains. Often, events like this challenge our understanding and force us to look beyond what the eyes can see. Have you ever wondered if these phenomena might be a form of hidden communication, something that surpasses our reasoning? Milton wasn't just another tropical storm. It came with a force that seemed to communicate something beyond destruction. In moments like these, many people seek answers in faith, believing there is a greater purpose behind so much fury. The impact Milton had was devastating, but at the same time, it brought communities together in unexpected ways. In the chaos, there's an opportunity to reconnect, whether with our faith or with others. This hurricane sparked discussions about resilience and survival. Families came together to seek practical solutions for the future, trying to balance the weight of destruction with the relief of being alive. And deep down, many began to question what God was trying to show through all of this. While meteorologists explain Hurricane Milton with scientific data, many can't ignore the idea that something greater might be happening. Could events like this be more than simple weather reactions? While the hurricane destroyed, it also brought something to reflect on. And when we observe the magnitude of such a phenomenon, it's impossible not to think that perhaps there's a message hidden in the wind, directing us to the next question. Could God be speaking through nature? Some believe that God uses nature as a means of communication, especially in times of crisis. The Bible, in various passages, mentions that natural phenomena can be divine signs. Think of the flood in Noah's time, for example. It wasn't just a storm, it was a clear message that something needed to change. Similarly, some believe that hurricanes like Milton might be God's way of alerting us, waking us up to something we're ignoring. In biblical history, we frequently find examples of God using the elements of nature to make himself understood. From the burning bush before Moses to the earthquake that shook Mount Sinai, nature is often the stage God chooses to manifest. And what about the winds that blow in the storm, bringing to light not just the power of the climate, but also a possible divine message? Could Hurricane Milton, with all its intensity, fit into this perspective? When we look at how people react to natural disasters, we notice that in the midst of chaos, many turn their eyes to the sky. It's almost as if instinctively we know that there's something more behind it all. Prayers increase, churches fill up, and discussions about spirituality gain strength. And you? Have you ever stopped to think if Hurricane Milton might be one of these manifestations, a sign that something greater is about to happen? Just like in biblical times, although many interpret hurricanes solely as natural phenomena, the spiritual impact they provoke is undeniable. They make us question our role in the world, our connection with the divine, and how prepared we are to deal with the unexpected. Perhaps Hurricane Milton wasn't just a climatic event, but an invitation for deeper reflection. And when we start to think this way, the question that arises is, how can we spiritually interpret what we've just experienced? When we look at Hurricane Milton with spiritual eyes, we see more than winds and destruction. We see an event laden with meaning. Some people may say it was all a coincidence, but those who believe in a divine plan know that nothing is by chance. Every movement of nature may carry a hidden message, ready to be uncovered by those who have the sensitivity to listen. Perhaps Milton is calling us to rethink our lives, our choices, and the way we treat the world around us. Spirituality teaches us that crises are opportunities in disguise. Hurricane Milton, with all its force, can be seen as a call to awaken. Maybe it's time to let go of habits that no longer serve us, to reconnect with what truly matters. A hurricane doesn't just sweep the land, it can also sweep the soul, making room for spiritual renewal. And what if Hurricane Milton was exactly that? A chance to clear away what's stagnant inside of us and start anew with a fresh perspective? In moments like these, many find comfort in Scripture and prayer. The Bible speaks of difficult times as opportunities for spiritual growth. The book of James, for example, teaches us that faith is tested in times of trial, and it's in these moments that we can draw closer to God. Those who went through a hurricane like Milton know that amid chaos, new clarity emerges. The storm destroys what's superficial, but for those who look deeper, it reveals what truly matters: faith, resilience, and a new chance to start over. For those wondering what they can do after something so devastating, the answer may lie in spiritual preparation. Every difficult experience is an opportunity to grow, to strengthen your faith, and to prepare for what's to come. Hurricane Milton can be seen as preparation for even more challenging times ahead. And this leads us to reflect, how can we spiritually prepare for the challenges that lie ahead? After Hurricane Milton passed, many turned to prayer as a way to find comfort and meaning in the midst of destruction. Prayer is not just a way to ask for help, but a direct connection with the divine, a way to seek guidance in difficult times. When we face crises like the one caused by Milton, prayer gives us strength and clarity to face the challenges that arise. But it's not just about praying in times of crisis. It's about developing a continuous practice that prepares us for the unexpected. Spiritual preparation, like prayer, shouldn't be put aside until the storm comes. Just as we physically prepare for a hurricane, stocking up on supplies and securing our homes, we should also prepare spiritually. This preparation involves introspection, meditation, and continuous strengthening of faith. Being spiritually prepared is like having an internal fortress that keeps us grounded, even when the winds of life try to knock us down. Practical examples of spiritual preparation can include the daily habit of meditation, reading sacred texts, and participating in activities that nourish the soul. A recommended book in this sense is The Way of Perfection by Teresa of Avila, which teaches about the importance of a life of prayer. When we are spiritually strong, events like Hurricane Milton affect us in a different way. Instead of feeling defeated, we see an opportunity for growth and renewal, both internally and externally. Hurricane Milton may have been devastating, but it also showed us how much we need to be ready, not just physically, but spiritually. Now more than ever, it's essential to strengthen our faith and prepare our spirit for what may still come. And as we reflect on the importance of prayer and spiritual preparation, we are led to a fundamental question. Was Hurricane Milton simply a natural event, or are we being called to something greater, a spiritual awakening? Hurricane Milton brought more than destruction. It brought an opportunity to awaken, reflect, and take action. What will you do with all this knowledge? Are you ready to prepare yourself spiritually and understand the signs life is sending you? It's in adversity that we find our true potential. And perhaps this is your moment to strengthen your faith, invest in your spiritual preparation, and maybe even completely change the course of your life. How about starting now? The storm may have passed, but the call for change remains. Don't let this opportunity slip away. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and keep learning with every new video. What's coming next could be even more impactful, and you won't want to miss it.